Hello everybody. We were discussing about finding out what is our talent and exploiting the same given the infinite and exciting opportunities this world is going to present to us. I want to discuss with you two other concepts. One is called the installed capacity and the utilized capacity. The other one is called the productivity of time. The installed capacity is different from utilized capacity. Supposing you have, let's say, a mobile phone. The mobile phone can store a specific number of data, whether it is photographs or voice files or telephone numbers. Let's say your mobile is capable of storing 2000 numbers. If you are using it to store only 500 numbers, it is not the fault of the mobile instrument. You do not know. Either you do not know how to use it, or you have not realized how much more numbers you can store in that instrument. So you have the installed capacity and you have the utilized capacity. If you go to engineering firms, they will talk about mission utilization chart. If they have 4 missions, they know how much each mission is capable of being used and how much the missions are being really actually used. So the concept of installed capacity and the utilized capacity. The second concept I want to discuss with you is productivity of time. Now you have time. Let's say you have 1 hour. We have been discussing that time is uniform to all, time is constant for all, and it is scarce. So you have the available time and you have the productive time. Available time is different from productive time. Let's say that we have 24 hours available to us. Out of the 24 hours, what is the productive time? Or I have 1 hour in front of me, and that 1 hour consisting of 60 minutes, how much I am using it for a productive purpose. Now why I am discussing this, we have been talking about that time cannot be managed because time is not in our control. But the time has to be invested on certain important activities, on certain important tasks. And the fundamental, I told you in the couple of episodes before, that your basic investment, your nature's gift to you is your talent. Now, you may have a talent. You may have a talent of be the best, to become the best chess player. You may have the talent of becoming the best cricketer, or you may be having the talent of logically thinking or musical talent, whatever. Now, what makes you to exploit that talent? I'm going to discuss with you your productivity of time. Now, I'm going to present a chart to you so that it is very clear to you. What stops you? Can you imagine yourself being tied to a ball and chain? You may be a very strong person, but the ball and chain is preventing you. Or let's say that you are driving a car which is fitted with a very powerful engine, but the handbrake is jammed, or you accelerate the car with the brakes on. The engine is suffering. You are not making a movement. You are wasting the energy. Now, I'm going to discuss a couple of factors. If you do not care for these factors, then no matter what your potential is, you are not going to get what the optimum result you are capable of, you are rated for, right? Now, one is called the link between the mind and the brain. Now, we are going to discuss this concept in the episodes to come. Your mind is different, your brain is different. I told you brain is identical across the human race. Whether you are rich or poor, regardless of your racial differences, brain is identical. The number of parts, the hormones, the chemicals, the location, the functioning, brain is identical. But then what runs the brain is the mind. We are different in terms of mind only. So if you do not know to integrate the brain and the mind, no matter what your potential is, no matter what your talent is, you are not going to produce optimum results. The second one is skill set. Do you have the skill set? For example, if you are playing chess, if you are playing cricket, if you are playing football, what type of skill that you need? That skill will not be useful when you want to be an orator. That skill to become an orator is not useful to you when you want to be a writer. So you have a basket of skills. If you look at a mechanic who is going to repair a machine, he carries a toolkit with him. If he doesn't have the appropriate tool, he will not be able to rectify the machine he wants to rectify. The third one is basic time management tools. Like, do you know how to set your priorities? Do you know the difference between a long-term goal, short-term goal, medium-term goal? Do you know the difference between task and activity and how they are interlinked? Right? Do you know how to manage a crisis? Do you know how to schedule your time? These are basic time utilization tools. Then you have the habits. Then you have the traits. You have the habit. For example, if you say, my habit is I want to sleep only till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, or my habit is I have no control on my food, or my trait is I will wound the emotions of people, this will get in the way of using your installed capacity or your talent. Then interpersonal skill. Now, this is a very, very important area. Now, I may have the excellent, talent. I may have the knowledge, skill set, everything. But if you don't know how to communicate, if I don't know how to empower myself and empower others, if I don't know how to build a team, if I don't know how to guide and lead people, now this is a very, very important area of concentration. Then you have managing of people. Right? Now, I keep saying this in my seminars. The higher up you go in your organization, the higher up you go in your career, you have to deal more with people-related issues than technical-related issues. So, managing people is very, very important. In the episodes to come, we're going to discuss this in a great detail. Then you have the knowledge portfolio management. Now, no matter what your degree is, you may be a PhD, you may be a MPhil, whatever, right? Your knowledge is becoming obsolete day by day because there is so much of technology, changes taking place in the technology. Then what about your energy management, your physical energy, mental energy? Now, are you using your body to the optimum? Are you feeling tired too much? Or do you feel dull? Do you feel sleepy? And emotionally, are you alert? This is another area of concentration. Then certain tools and infrastructure. Like, for example, what is the type of telephone you are using? What is the type of computer you are using? What is the size of your table? Right? What car are you using? Do you know how to use an iPad if it is required? iPod if it is required? iPad? These are all the tools required. Depending upon your ambition and goal, you need to have the infrastructure. But not the least, you need certain qualities. Like, for example, attitude, emotion, feeling, right? Do you have the drive? Do you have certain characteristics like punctuality, managing your commitments? Now, these are the factors. If you don't take care, no matter what your talent is, no matter what your ambition level is, you will have problem. So it is something like a ball and chain. You will have a lot of opportunities, you will have a lot of talent, but you will be stressed because these are the problems, these are the areas where you will be lacking. Now, in the episodes to follow, I'm going to discuss all these things. Get ready. We promise you that we want to make a difference in your life. We want to add life into your time. Stay tuned.